Hello everyone, Joey is here coming to you with another video, and today I am heading off to another event. This one is for LG. This is for their new V40. Now I'm about to get in a lift, and let's go. Thank you very much, sir.
Have a good day.
All right, we're here, and thank you, LG, for the lift. This way. All right, so we're inside. I got a beer, waiting for them to actually start up, but it should be fun. We got 5 cameras to look at, 5 cameras. All right, so that's it. The show's over. Now we get to go up and see the phone and the watch. The watch was a surprise. Let's take a look. All right, so here we have it, the LG V40 ThinQ. Yes, they're still calling it a ThinQ, but I could deal with it, I guess, because this phone is actually really, really nice. Obviously, that's the main attraction here. We have those 3 cameras in the back. We have a telephoto, a wide angle, and a regular one. And we have our fingerprint sensor right above the V40 logo. We have USB-C. It has a really large, loud speaker, I should say. It has that notch up at the top, like all these phones seem to have right now. Let's see if I can get the screen back on. There we go. There's the notch, and it has those 2 cameras. We have a wide angle, and we have a regular selfie shooter, 6.4 inches, and it does look really good. I don't know if it comes across the camera, but this looks really, really nice. I love that the bottom bezel closely matches the sides, even if it's not the same. Like I said, up at the top looks about the same as the bottom bezel, but oh my God, this thing is so light. This is the lightest phone, biggest phone I've ever held, I think. This is really nice. It doesn't seem that big even for that 6.4 inches. I'm really looking forward to actually putting this through its paces. Look for the review real soon. So Dave, yo. So what do you think about the new phone? 5 cameras, is that enough? Is that enough cameras?
I would have more cameras if I could, if we're honest. I like this concept because at least they're different focal lengths. So to me, it's like having different lenses, or like having my zoom lens, like a proper choice of different lenses on a camera phone, and I think that's brilliant. I want 5 or 10 on the back so I can have like every focal length I would ever want. I'm totally okay with that. But here, what do you think, E?
7. It's a good number. No, but I do like the idea of having the multiple cameras, because we do know there's limitations with the sensor size and what we have currently. But I'm a big audio guy, so the headphone jack and the quad DAC in there, fantastic. But I'm sure Mr. Fisher, who likes to pose in front of the camera, will let you know what he thinks.
We all know you.
We all know that I love the LG cameras. That is correct. I have come off 2 weeks or 3 weeks back on the LG G7, so the V40 feels quite familiar to me in ways both enjoyable and not. I think enjoyably, I love that they've added the telephoto. The super wide angle has always been my favorite thing, but now we have the telephoto to give us a little more versatility. On the less enjoyable side of things, feels like a G7, which means even though it's a glass phone, kind of feels like it's made of plastic from a Playmates Star Trek The Next Generation role-playing toy from 1993. I wish they'd get that fixed. But here's the thing, because I apparently am just going to talk all night, and I'm sorry. I think it was a genius move to bundle those accessories with those particular ones. If you pre-order it, and I don't know when the pre-order window closes, but if you pre-order it, you get the DJI Osmo 2.
Yes, and a 256 gigabyte microSD card.
MicroSD card. And if you're still targeting videographers, vloggers and stuff like that, that's a really potent package to offer.
No, it is a potent package, but I think pricing still weighs into that, because the mindset of the consumer is not is not just the niche market. You have to think of the bigger market as well. Do you match the iPhone? Do you match the Galaxy Note 9? Or do you tell people that no, we can give you a benefit without actually breaking your wallet? I was thinking 800 max.
I was thinking in the exact same neighborhood, right? And like it is going to be a tough sell at 900 to 980. And then, Joey, as you said, you break that down to over some months with a carrier deal. Well, it's a lot easier to swallow. It's still $31 a month for 30 months.
Yeah.
In 20, what is that? In 2020? In the year 2020. You're going to still be paying for this phone. If you get what?
Here's a quick trick for you guys. Upgrade your phone every year. And number one, when it gets to that period to upgrade, sell your phone either before or right at the announcement. If it's something like an Android device, you will probably break even and cover your costs and you can move on. If it's an iPhone, you will make a profit and pay to your new device.
Well, that is the thing. You have to worry about how well these things hold their value too, right? Yeah. But I think
at least you have.
No, it's a fair point. It's just an awful lot to take into consideration when you're about to drop $900 on any phone. I don't think most phones are worth it. Remains to be seen if this one is.
But I was going to ask you, what's your favorite feature?
My favorite feature is also one of my remaining frustrations. Can I give you a non-answer about it? Because it's the wide angle. I shoot with the wide angle all the time on video.
That's true.
I often shoot myself on wide angle on a selfie stick with the phone turned around, walking and talking. It's great. Except it's never been stabilized at 4K. Finally, they offer electronic stabilization at 4K when you're shooting with a wide angle, but it's not OIS. So if you want to take that wide angle camera and shoot a still at night, it's very noisy, it's very blurry if you have any hand motion. It's a compromise every step of the way, right? This is evolution in mobility, not just for LG, just for everybody. So we're still waiting for the perfect phone.
Yes.
The perfect phone. All right. Thank you, guys. That was actually educational and awesome. Thank you much. Thank you, Joey. Okay, and now we have the LG watch, the new LG watch that actually runs WearOS. This is the W7. It feels pretty nice on wrist. It has a really nice screen, but what you can't see there maybe is that the hands on this watch are actually mechanical. That means there's a hole in the screen and the mechanical watch hands come through the screen and are controlled that way. You can see, you can peek and touch there to see notifications. It goes to 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock. Let it go, it goes back to regular time. You have your regular notifications here. Here you have your tray for all your settings and everything. Let's swipe that away. To the left, we have our Google Assistant. This is new for the new WearOS 2.0. Google Assistant lives on the left side. And on the right side, we have Google Fit. So this is good. This is the same for any new watches out now, but this is the only watch right now with mechanical hands above a screen. And I actually really like it. Feels good on the wrist. Hopefully I get to try one out soon, but there's no availability yet for review samples, but it starts at $450. Quite a large sum of money, but they did put mechanical innards inside this watch, and it's thick but not insane. All right, so that's the end of the LG event. We have the V40. I don't have one in hand, but I will have one in hand soon. Look out for the review, but it actually seems pretty good. What do you think?
It seems pretty good.
With 3 cameras in the back. 3 cameras, 5 total.
Yeah, I mean, that's hardware, right?
That's all the hardware.
There's all the selfie cameras are 1.4 micron pixels, so you get all the light, but I never really expected LG to produce in the selfie category, and seeing how everything's there are compromises happening. So, jack of all trades, master of none.
Oh, he left, but that's it. We're here, we're leaving, and see you in the next one. Peace.